Good morning, good evening, and good afternoon to all the geeks out there and our little geekdom, and welcome to another Our Little Geekdom. Yes, I actually got it right for once without having to repeat myself. That is actually because I said it before we started this stream.
Yeah,
so.
he kind of cheated, so it
Yeah, I
doesn't count.
cheated this time. Yes, I actually prepared myself. And I know I'm not supposed to prepare because we're not supposed to prepare. I don't have any words in front of me. The only words I've got in front of me is when a customer is on exclusion, please set up smart meter 1, not smart meter 2.
But
so
that's work nonsense.
that's work nonsense. So I clearly work in a technical position, so don't worry about that. But we have two wonderful guests. We were supposed to have another two, but they're having some issues of their own, so we're letting them take care of those issues. They may pop in a little bit later. We hope they do, because we do want to have a chat with them as well. But right now we have two guests, Azure Snow, and I'm not going to be able to pronounce that. I think it's Kaizo Pengu.
Yeah, you got it right. Nice. First
Look
time.
at that. I'm not just an ugly face. Anyway, so yes, they're also a couple in gaming. What we're going to talk about today, you kind of guessed it, couples and gaming. It's probably in the title anyway, so you know what it's all about. Okay, so how it actually works, and for those of you who've never actually watched us do this, we just talk about random shit. It's just how it goes. If the topic comes up, and we start with the topic, and then it just like veers off course. It will always veer off course and never stays on target, which is the point. Okay, so firstly, before we get into the topic, what we want to do is we want to say, tell us a little bit about yourselves as a gaming couple.
Thought we were a couple. We're not actually a couple.
Well, a couple of players.
I'm kidding. I'm
Want to
kidding.
play
Okay,
that game?
fine.
A couple
Tell
of
us
players.
about you couple of people.
No, I know.
Couple of
Behind
players.
the curtain, we are a couple, but the characters we're not.
Yeah, no,
It would be
yeah,
weird.
definitely
Human
not,
and
yeah.
penguin, you know, that's the dark side of the internet.
That's the kind of shit you don't want to look up.
Unless you're into that kind of thing.
Ooh,
In which case-
getting
in
me
which case-
excited.
Damn! That went south rather quickly, and I'm not
It
talking
really
about the
did
poll.
with me.
Anyway, yeah. So tell us a little bit about yourselves as two content creators on the wonderful of interwebs. So tell us a little bit about that.
Okay, nice. Well, I'm Kaizo Pengu. I'm a rude cartoon penguin. Hell yeah, but I'm sure you guessed that already. We're on Twitch and sometimes Instagram, but I don't know how that shit works, so I'm still getting used to that. But
Yeah, those
play
flippers
variety
make it harder.
games.
Yeah, we play like a variety of games, and yeah, I'm Azure Snow. Of course, I'm a human, and Kaizo Pengu is my little penguin friend. We play
Hell
mini
yeah.
games together.
Nice.
Yeah.
So just so you know, I do sometimes get a little bit of headache. I'm actually picking one up right now. I would put my glasses on, but then my eyes disappear because my screen reflects green back at my camera, which makes my eyes go off the screen completely. So I'm not wearing them right now. So if I start blinking hard, don't worry about it. It's just because my head's getting a little sore. Anyway. Yeah, so tell us like the games, you know. I mean, I don't know if you guys have watched any of our videos, if you've seen us play any of the games that we play. We've started switching up our streams to something more what we used to do, but we like to play games together. So we sometimes play like I forgot the games we play.
Diablo,
7 Days to Die.
7 Days to Die. We're thinking of playing Borderlands again because we had quite a bit of fun with that.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Oh, nice. Which
Oh.
Borderlands?
Borderlands
2.
Oh, nice. That's a good one.
Yeah,
Nice.
Borderlands 1
Yeah.
is kind of like, it's nowhere to be found. So, well, I mean, you can find it, but we don't have it on any of our things because we've got like the Microsoft thing, so we get games for free there.
No, but
And-
Borderlands I think
Epic.
is from Epic.
Yeah, we got it on Epic.
Oh.
But also Epic never gave Borderlands 1 away. They're assholes about it. They're like, no, we'll give you 2, and screw you if you want to know the rest of the story.
Yeah, how dare they not give us free games, you know?
Yeah, exactly. Actually, I was willing to buy it, but I don't want to buy it on Epic. I'm not really keen on giving
Yeah.
Epic money, so I'll just give Steam money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, Steam's got all our money,
Yeah, exactly.
unfortunately.
Yeah. We've got too many games.
You look at the size of my library since we moved to Scotland. Okay, just to give you an idea, all right, my library was quite small.
It was weenie and now it's
It was a wee library.
Oh, nice.
now it's fucking massive. I'm just trying to. I can't get now. I'm just trying to figure out how to count this again. That's not showing me.
But what games do you guys play together?
Yeah, tell us.
Oh, like all kinds of games, really.
Yeah.
Like, we
A lot
mainly
of
play
different
Valorant.
games.
Yeah. Valorant.
Yeah,
Kids was trying to get me
League.
into that game.
Oh,
it's
do
a
it.
very
It's
cool
worth
game.
it. I'm an advocate for
very
Valorant. Play it. Do it now, papa.
Yeah,
Do it, I promise. Just don't hurt me.
no. I'm not a big fan. I'm not a big fan of the. Although I can handle 5v5s these days in comparison with battle royales.
And exactly, Valorant's more fun than the others, so hey, he might just join me.
No, I'm sorry. I'm more of a Battlefield person. I actually prefer Battlefield 3.
Oh, okay.
I've always liked Battlefield 3, but for some odd reason, since moving here, my Origin account screwed out, and I've lost my Battlefield 3, and now it's free on EA Play, which I've got because Microsoft Game Pass gives us EA Play. So I've got EA Play, but now I can't get the game because if for some odd reason it's banned or blocked on my account.
Oh.
I can play 4. I can literally play Battlefield 1, Battlefield 4, Battlefield 5, Battlefield, all the other ones. Just 3. It's the only one I can't play. It's really annoying. So
Dang, it's always the one that you like
It
the
knows.
most, that
Yeah.
they stab
Yeah.
in the heart.
exactly. And so I'm really PO'd about that one, but I'm trying to get kids into actually playing Battlefield 4 so that the two of us can jam some 5v5 there and get our asses handed to us.
She'll play Battlefield 4 if you play Valorant.
Ooh, I like that deal.
She'll actually play armor with me, and then we can play Valorant because she will not be
Oh,
able
nice.
to handle armor. Armor is not an easy game.
yes, so I've heard. You guys playing the new Battlefield that's coming out?
I don't know. We're not gonna pay cash for it. It's not.
Oh,
No, I don't think
you're
so.
gonna steal it.
No.
You're gonna rob it.
Expensive.
I'll just wait for EA to bring it out on the play. You saw what they did with FIFA 22, right?
No.
Well, these people are going out and buying FIFA 22. They're like, oh, I'm going to spend for you guys thousands of rands, for us hundreds of pounds on FIFA 22, the brand new FIFA game that's just came out like last week or whatnot.
No,
EA
it's not 100. I think it's like £50 max.
it's actually £70 on PS5.
Oh, okay.
Oof, it's not easy being a gamer. It's not cheap.
Yeah.
No, it's not. But we got it
Not
for
at
free.
all.
We got it for
Oh,
free. on EA.
nice.
I can download it. I can't stand FIFA, but if I want to play it, it's there.
Yeah.
So yeah,
For sure.
Shane, Azure, tell us a little bit about your favorite game. I mean, I'm sure you've got
Yeah.
one or two favorite games that aren't the same as
Kaizo.
Pengu here.
Yeah. So I don't stream this, but I love Black Ops and Call of Duty. That was my game that I started with when I first became a gamer, and I've always loved it. But I mean, these days it's so expensive, and even like what's the new one? Vanguard. Or, what's the
Vanguard,
name?
yeah.
Yeah. Like, yeah,
There's
I
so
wanted
many.
to try the beta, but we can't even stream it because our PCs aren't that great. But yeah, that's definitely, I would say, Black Ops 2 was my favorite back in the day. I used to play
nice.
hours and hours. Yeah.
Nice. No, Kez likes the zombies one.
I do.
Oh yeah, zombie mode is so good.
Zombies, yeah.
No, she really digs the zombie mode.
It's a lot of fun.
So
Yeah, it
if
is.
anything for us, when we play Call of Duty, it'll be her and I playing zombies and stuff like that. And if you've seen that video on TikTok that we have, where I'm like,
Well, it kind of
fuck me! Ah!
gives me the vibe of not entirely, but like playing Lollipop Chainsaw. So
Jeez.
Yeah.
it kind of gives you like that vibe where you're killing the zombies and it's in like that arcadey type setting and stuff, which was a lot of fun.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
you're more into like the arcade type games because those are always a lot of fun.
Yeah, when it comes to multiplayer, we don't have much of a choice because Kez doesn't like playing survival games that much.
I don't
Oh, why
mind,
not?
but I don't mind it, but sometimes it gets a bit like, okay, enough now. I like story-driven games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't mind playing 7 Days to Die because it's fun and I get to make friends with the zombies. And
You're on the wrong side.
No,
You're on the
I'm
wrong
not.
side.
No, I'm not. I hug the zombies and I try to make friends, and I even make love stories for them. So I'm that kind of person. But then
Watched Warm Bodies.
She did. She loved it.
and like when we play Ark, I try to make dodo armies and stuff like that. So I'm horrible to play survival games with because I don't do the grinds. I do everything else.
Yeah, but she also won't
nice.
play Atlas with me, so
No, I don't like Atlas.
I dig
Have
it.
you guys played The Forest?
No.
Ooh.
We've heard of
Oh, The
it.
Forest,
Play
you
it
can
quite a
get
lot.
That's
the
very cool.
yeah. You can get the cannibals to be on your side. It just takes
Yes, I've
time,
heard
and you
about
can
that.
train them.
Yeah, I've heard about that.
I think we should play that.
Oh, yeah, no, Kez,
very
you've
cool
now
game.
given Kez an idea.
Yeah, you get to go all Liam Neeson and find your son because he gets taken.
Well, Kez is now definitely, because there's a story, she's definitely going to want to play it. Me, personally, I have to admit that one of the games that I've been looking at playing is actually, it's a simulated game for World War II. So I'm a big World War II buff. I'm sure you guys have figured this one out by now. But there's a lot of games that I like to play on that revolve around World War II and what happened with particular battles. So that's why when it comes to games, I prefer the realistic ones. Not the realistic ones like all of the crap that happened during World War II. Just the battles, like the what happened in the Battle of the Bulge, who won between the Battle of the Bulge and how it actually worked, and the soldiers who actually went through it. That kind of history is the kind of stuff that I like to actually enjoy. So when I play FPSs, I expect to get a story that actually follows along those lines. Hence the reason why I didn't really play Battlefield 5 as a World War II story, just as a I suppose you call it an alternative timeline to what Earth is at the moment, because I could not believe that any of that was true, because none of it was.
I don't know. I haven't played it, so I don't know. But have you played Verdun? I think that's
Dude,
in
that game is
World War
so
II.
fucking hard. I shat myself. I went in, I played for about 15 minutes, I was like, fuck this, I'm out. I'm just not good at that game. It's good. It's really realistic.
Yeah.
It's actually really realistic. I like that. But fuck, it is hard. It's like playing it's the World War One version of Kingdom Come Deliverance. It's so fucking hard that you will not win. Basically. It's
Yeah, they're
ridiculous.
super realistic games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I like that. I do like that in games, but Verdun was one of the hard ones. So I'm gonna get back into it, but give me time.
First-person shooters are great. Snow's really good at first-person
Yeah.
shooters. It's like her thing. She's
Sometimes.
so good.
Sometimes.
That's
I
what-
have my
that's what Kez
moments.
That's what Kez says about Warcraft. She's like, oh, I'm not that good at Warcraft. And then she fucking
Hey, you know what?
whoops my
To-
ass.
I may whip your ass, but play against Toast and we'll both die.
Is
See,
Toast really good?
He is.
He is. So I thought I used to when I was a kid. I was playing with some of the like top Warcraft 3 people and stuff, and they were giving me tips and stuff. Granted, I haven't played it as often as Toast, and he plays it on a regular basis. So a few weeks ago or a few months ago, I'm like, he gave us the games. I'm like, oh, okay, I'm gonna play. And he said, why don't we play together? And he wiped me within seconds. And I was like, okay, I'm not as good as I thought I was.
He's using hacks. He's using hacks.
Hacks! Yeah, so there was one other game that I did want to play. I was thinking of getting it. I'm still thinking of getting it, but I'm not too sure. It's called Naval Action.
Naval Action. What is that?
It's
FPS.
a realistic 17th century naval game where you actually play as with 17th century ships. I just don't know yet, because I'm seeing like mixed reviews on the game, and you know that mixed reviews is not a bad thing, especially if you go through Steam and you see whether it's actually good, because Steam actually gives a good idea whether the game is good or not. And it costs like £15, so it's mixed.
Yeah.
Aside
The
from
graphics are pretty.
aside from FPSs, what other games do you guys play?
So we also played survival games. We played Conan Exiles, which we did like a 10-hour Conan Exile stream one time.
Ouch.
It was pretty fun.
It was great.
Yeah.
Conan's awesome.
It was,
The Conan
yeah.
is good. I enjoy it as well.
Yeah. You took my mother. You killed my father. You took my family's sword. Arnold's the best.
Annie.
Yeah, you can unlock his sword from the movie in the game.
Oh, nice.
It's amazing. But yeah, other than that, I think we've played like Overcooked. We play like platformer games as well.
Jeez, I'm surprised you're still friends after that.
Yeah. Yeah, we played Portal, Fall Guys, Overwatch. We play a lot of different games. It's just whatever we find interesting at the time, I guess.
Yeah.
The key to Overcooked is you both got to be Gordon Ramsay.
Yeah.
If only one's
Swear
Gordon,
each other.
then you're not friends.
Yeah, exactly. That's how it goes. And
Yeah, we tried that and it didn't work.
Kess and I don't
Oh
get
no.
No, we don't get angry, but it was just like, okay, no, this game
Yeah, we
doesn't
both-
work for us.
We both like
You
that.
just sleep
Fuck
on the
this.
couch.
No,
It
we
can
both.
get frustrating at times.
Yeah, no, it's a very trying situation in that kind of situation. It's not something that we want to do. It's not great. So you were saying, Snow, you were saying that your computers can't handle it. What are you guys using at the moment? What PCs are
Yeah,
you
so
playing?
we've got a Ryzen 5,
Mhm.
which can handle most games, but when we stream, it's the stream that can't handle it, because also with our characters, we also have Adobe Character Animate open, which
Oh
also
shit! Yeah,
uses
that's
a
gonna
lot
take a
of,
lot of core. Yeah.
Exactly. So we find that when we run the game on its own, it's fine, but as soon as we open up Character Animate, it then lags out either the game or our characters.
I think it's probably because of Adobe.
Yeah, probably.
Adobe is actually a thief to most of the resources on your PC. As a musician who used to record using Adobe Audition, I can tell you now that program loves to steal as much from you as it can. So if it can take all of the RAM on your PC, it will. If it can take all of the operating, all of the cores for your graphics while you're busy recording, it will. It's the worst. I don't like Adobe for that reason, because it really is quite a resource thief.
But I do like the characters though. They're very
The
cute.
characters are really
Oh,
awesome.
thank you,
though.
thank you.
They-
Do you like it when we do this?
Exactly. Yeah. It's the
so
fact
cool.
that your cameras actually pick up all of that stuff. And I'm assuming it's your cameras that are doing the work, and it's between Adobe and the cameras. I mean, I don't know much about how the
Tell
system
us
works.
about it.
So you guys can
We
tell
got
us
like
about it.
Yeah, no, Snow, go ahead.
Yeah. So basically, we have a camera that tracks our eyes and our movements, our face movement. But in terms of like the expressions itself, we actually physically pressing a button to trigger those, expressions. So it's like a lot of multitasking.
Jeez, can you imagine? No, you see, that's too much work for me. I'd rather just let people see my face, because this ugly mug is enough to make people laugh, so it's fine. I mean, who doesn't want to laugh at this?
But it could be
definitely is
useful.
easy.
It could be useful for like those days where you really just don't feel like being on camera.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean, I
exactly.
never have to wear pants. It's great.
Well, dude, you don't know if I'm not wearing pants right now, because
Oh.
You can't see the bottom half.
Just don't say that.
Well, to be honest, you kind of can, because there's my hand on Kez's camera.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's what the green screen's there for.
Essentially, yes, but we're very squashed in our office at the moment. When we do move to our own place, we'll be able to actually change it up a bit. But
Yeah. Yes, you guys generally sit in the same room at the moment.
yeah, we live in a 2-bedroom flat, so it's kind of
Okay.
we have no choice.
Okay.
We've got 1 bedroom,
Yeah.
1 office, and then obviously the lounge and all that stuff. And Kez is staring quite longingly out the window.
No, I'm watching the squirrels fight.
Oh, why don't you stare at me? Am I not adorable enough?
No. I'm sorry, you're not that adorable.
I need a tail. You
I
see, the
just need to
squirrels
make
like get us
sure-
every time.
I just need to make sure they're okay because they're fighting quite viciously.
They always fight though. Andrew.
Oh, squirrel brawl. I'm down to see that.
They're fighting over peanuts.
They're
My
fighting
bet's
over
on the
their
bigger
peanuts.
one.
Yeah, no, they're fighting over peanuts because Kez has decided that she's going to feed them today. So they got a little bit of food. A little bit
Oh,
of
that's pretty
food.
cool though.
Yes.
Now, you can only imagine what they're like when they fight each other, because if you've ever heard a squirrel, they're really noisy.
They kind of sound like ducks. It's really weird. The first time I heard it, I was like, wait, is that a duck? And then the next time I heard it, the windows in the office were actually open, and it was going, ah, 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 and the squirrel was there, and I'm like, oh, okay, it's a squirrel sound.
Yeah, you know how they get. They're like, cross this line, bro. Cross this line. Just cross this line. Cross this line. And then eventually they get into the fight and they start like boxing each other, and then it's like shove fights. you know, high school fighting. It's exactly what.
Yeah, they just want the nuts. That's all they're after.
Yeah, no, it's ridiculous.
And maybe a pantsless stream ain't such a good idea after all. Not with the squirrels around.
Yeah, you know, no nut is safe.
Yeah.
Absolutely no nut is safe. Yeah, so with playing like all these games that you guys play together on stream, I mean, does it? Some people have said that it actually can put a strain on relationships. Now, personally, Kez and I've never had a problem with that. Playing, or like literally working together and
playing together and streaming together.
We don't have a problem with that. Now, I'm sure that you guys don't like work together, play together, and stream together, unless streaming is your only job, in which case you kind of do. But have you ever felt that might be something like that's something with your relationship, or are you like
that
us, where your
straining.
relationship is strong enough to actually be able to handle it? Because a lot of people are afraid that they might not be able to do something like this because it might ruin their relationship or something like that.
A lot of people also find that it's very straining to stream together and then do like normal things, and it takes over. They eventually just stop playing games together because it's too much to handle.
What are your guys' thoughts on that? I mean, how do you guys feel about it? Kez and I don't actually have that problem, but it's always good to see what other couples are like as well. So what is your opinion on that?
I mean, so far it's been fine. Like really, like we do things outside of gaming. We used to play games together anyway, like before streaming. So I don't think it's anything necessarily new for us. We do kind of rage when the ping is bad, but then we rage at other people and not so much each other.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like Kaizo was saying, like before we used to stream, we just used to play games all the time together as well. And I think because we play different games, it's never like a repeat of the same thing. So I guess in that sense, it also gives us that variety.
It's just a game, There's no point, having a relationship dispute over a video game.
No, there isn't.
And I think it helps that we also live together, because it's not like we don't live together and then we still need to make time outside of streaming and
That
work to spend time together. Exactly.
Yeah.
So I think living together also helps a lot, because straight after we stream, we do have that time to chill with each other if we want to do something else as well.
Yeah.
So the artwork for your guys' characters, did you guys do it yourselves, or was it commissioned?
Oh no, we did it ourselves.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, designed and rigged.
So I'm a graphic designer and Kaizo's an animator. So we're very fortunate. Like
Smarty
everything that
people.
we have. Yeah, like everything.
Tell that to my wallet.
Yeah. No, that's exactly why I prefer to be a technical kind of person. I'm not smart enough to do the software development, and I'm not artistic enough to draw. So the only thing I know how to do is, got a problem? I'll fix it. I'll fix it for you right now.
Yeah, like what's Vanilla Ice.
Yeah, exactly. I fixed it. I fixed it for you now. So it's the kind of person I am. I always like to. Funny, the company that we work at, it's exactly why I went into the department that I did, because Kez actually also noticed that I'm really good at what I do.
I'm good at shouting at people.
Yeah, Kez shouts at people, hence the
Gotta
reason why
watch out.
she's in complaints. Yeah, that's why she works in complaints, because she can handle that. Me, I don't like being shouted at by customers. I prefer to not talk to customers at all. What I prefer to do is fix problems. So when a problem arises, I want to be able to fix it. So I will go through whatever issue I can to try and get it sorted. And Kez has she noticed quite a while ago, just about a few weeks ago, that I'm actually really good at it. Because she has an issue and I'm like, no, just do this, this and this. And I'm busy working on my own problems and I'm like, yeah, just do this, this and this. And it's fixed. And she's like, oh, thanks. She put it into the training platform for some of her other colleagues who are soon going to be her team, because she's probably going to become a team lead. I mean, we're not sure about that, but there's a possibility. So yeah,
Steven, if you're watching this, don't listen to him.
Don't listen to me.
Yeah, don't listen to him, Steven.
Gun out.
It's a private conversation.
But yeah, so it's just the whole thing is that I like to help and fix problems where they arise. So, and especially if they're technical issues, which is why when there's issue with her computer, I'm the one who fixes it.
Yeah.
Because I'm actually a qualified
Also,
network engineer.
on that note, we have like a warranty with our PCs because we got them November last year. And
the warranty's over.
No, but we had to send it back to them because it was beeping and not working properly. So we sent it to the place where we got the PCs from, and they're like, "Oh no, just send it. We'll fix it. Don't worry about
warranty and all.
Warranty and all came back, and it had the exact same problem. It took Ziff actually going in and fixing my PC for it to start working.
I mean, I'm a network specialist.
They sent it back to
PC
me
engineer,
broken.
so-
I was so angry.
Yeah, those places are like scams sometimes.
They are, yeah. It's look. I mean, the company's good. They gave up some very nice PCs. Unfortunately, their after sale service is not great. Reminds me, I have to actually give this computer a bit of a clean on the inside because I can see all the dust on my glass. But yeah,
Anyway,
so no, I mean the only reason why I could do something like that and fix the issues that the kids had on her PCs. Firstly, okay, I'm qualified to do so. It helps having A+, M+, and being fully qualified as a network specialist and PC engineer. My job is to fix these kinds of things. I can solder things that most people couldn't. Not that I need to, but I mean I can.
it's Many Angry Men.
And then,
Many Angry Men walk past not being angry, Nanny.
sorry, we have
Definitely Scotland.
angry neighbors. Funny enough, we live in a four block apartment system. We're on the
So
on
it's
the bottom
as
floor.
someone above us, then the same on the other side.
Yeah, and the one night I was I was laughing because I laugh loud. I mean, if you've heard me laugh during the stream, you'll know I'm very loud. And so I was laughing the one night, and the neighbor came downstairs. I mean, it must have been about like 11 o'clock. It must have just hit 11 or something like that. It wasn't that late. She comes downstairs on a Friday night, comes downstairs and knocks on our door, bangs on our door, saying that we're making a racket. The other neighbors didn't hear a thing. They were like...
The ones that are right across from
Yeah, the
us,
one that's,
that
like,
we
right
can
next to
hear
us.
him open his door,
Yeah.
and we can hear his daughter if she speaks too loudly.
Yeah, and he's like, I didn't hear you guys. He's like, to be honest, my daughter and I, we were watching movies the whole night. We didn't hear a thing. We were quite happy. He says, you guys are probably the most pleasant people we've had. So, yeah.
Maybe she's a werewolf, sensitive ears.
Yeah, it's possible.
Prowling in the night.
Possible.
What made you guys decide to take your gaming together to start streaming and just doing the content creation side of it?
Well, I think... Oh, sorry. Snow for interrupting.
Okay, there you go. Go, guys.
I talk too much, Oh, well, no, it's just... Again.
1, 2, 3, go.
Okay, I'm talking now. I'm talking. Yeah, so it's because we're into animation and design and all of that. It was definitely a way for us to, do our thing while streaming. Bring something interesting to the table.
Yeah.
There are a lot of South African VTubers already, but it seemed like a really fun entry position to go into. Something different, something so we can flex our artistic muscles and have a good time because we play games anyway. So
Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah.
Well, I can definitely say from the VTubers that I've seen, not just the South African ones, because I found a few this side as well. You guys, the characters that you have and the streams are a lot more entertaining than theirs, and the fact that you have both of your characters on each other's streams, so obviously depending on which one you're watching, it's the main focus, but the other person is still there in the background as well, which is a different, it brings that something extra to it, which is, I think it's pretty cool.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Let me call Twitch right now. Twitch, you hearing this? Put us on the front page.
Yeah, about that. Chances of affiliates getting on front page, not good.
I know.
We're all,
But
we're
maybe
all,
one day.
yeah, Kes has got the same problem. I'm not on Twitch. I don't SA geek it on Twitch. I SA geek it on Glamesh.
Yeah.
That's where I SA geek it.
Oh, Glamesh, what's that?
It's a new...
Is that a Bible verse?
Yes.
Glamesh?
Yeah, no, it's a different platform. It's a new streaming platform that's just come out, and I'm using that at the moment to actually get the whole.
It's not too bad because
It's actually quite good. Yeah,
they've been around for about I'd say it's now 6 or 7 months now, and it's a lot more interactive with the Glimish team. So if you have a question, they've got a Discord that you can jump onto. If you post anything with regards to Glimish on the Twitter channels or anything like that, there's always someone that will like your comment, or if you have a question in general, they'll respond to you within, I'd say, at least an hour, if maybe even, and that's pushing it. They're very fast, they're very on point. They're obviously trying to compete with Twitch and YouTube and all those places, and I think so far they're doing pretty damn good.
Well, the fact that the reaction time between when someone actually pops a comment down and you actually seeing it
And responding to
that
it.
that is unbelievable. Literally,
It's really fast.
Toast was watching me the one day when I was streaming on Glimish, and he said that he popped the comment in, and I responded to it immediately because I saw the comment obviously pop up on my screen. So I responded to it as I saw it come in, and he said that the response time it's amazing. It's like it's
a lot faster.
It's on cue. So I think that's one of the things that actually got them. That's giving them a good leg up is the response time between their chats and the streamer actually responding to those chats. So to me, I like that. I think it's a good idea. And when we saw Glimish for the first time, I thought, well, screw it, I'll jump on it. Let's see how it is and see what we can do and try and get a following there. Because I don't stream very often. I actually don't like streaming. I'm not a big fan of it. It's
Why not?
dude, I don't have the time to be happy all the time.
No, it's not just that. We get too focused. So the games that we play,
just watch
when we
just
were
watch
playing
the last
Borderlands
video.
and stuff, we get too focused in what we play, and then we don't talk. And then we realize, oh wait, you're streaming. You need to talk to each other, but you also need to talk to the people watching. And we kind of struggled with that. So that's why we went back to doing YouTube videos, because we're just better at it.
Yeah. Also, if you just watch the last video, you'll see what I'm like if I don't.
Well, it's not up yet, so.
Yeah, it's
I'm checking it out right now. Google search.
I have a problem. It's not up yet, but it's the new gameplay video that we put up. Unfortunately, I'm kind of quiet, and I realized that it's because when I'm starting a game for the first time and I'm learning how to play it, I'm more focused on learning how to play the game than talking to the people. So I reckon that I've played the game now by myself as well for a bit, so I know what I'm going to do, and I can actually speak to the people as well while I'm talking. So the next video that comes up with this will actually be much better. But that's what I'm like when I'm streaming. I'm very boring. I'm like this.
Which is weird because he talks a lot. But as we were saying to I don't know who it was, he needs someone to talk to, and I'm not always in a talkative mood, so it's kind of pointless. And we also always talk to each other. So when we're on stream, it's like, okay, I've spoken to you enough now. Go away.
Go away.
But if like podcast situations and stuff like that, he's fine because Ziff won't shut up.
I don't shut up. No, I talk too much.
We have that in common.
Yeah, I talk too much, and just I don't shut up. Twitchy eye.
Oh no, he's breaking up.
Yeah, no, this happens
Does
sometimes.
not
Sorry.
compute.
Yeah, that's why it helps being animated, you know.
Yeah. No, but it's fun
that's
for people
very
to see
true.
what happens to me when I start going. So when my brain starts to ADD out, which it does often. If you've ever seen, there was this one, I actually found it the other day. It was this video that I was watching. This guy actually explained exactly how ADD is, and ADHD, sorry, not ADD. But they're the same thing, to be honest. So now I am fucked up. I'm broken. I'm broken beyond repair. Okay, I have got ADD, ADHD, and dyslexia. On top of that, I have stigmatisms in both my eyes. So I get headaches from reading if I read for too long.
Yeah, that's what happens with reading, that's just watch movies.
Yeah, no, you see, but I love reading. That's my problem. I love reading. So my brain is like I'm broken. I'm like I said, broken beyond repair. So the way he explains it is like I will literally sit and I'll be working and I'll just wander off. My brain will start wandering off onto a different tangent. It'll start thinking about something else, and I will literally be staring into space. Now people think I'm thinking about something, but I'm not. my brain's just gone. Where's that buzzing sound coming from? And stupid things like that will actually catch my attention, and I stop. My brain stops completely. And one of the problems is that I actually have, it's not very noticeable very often, but I sometimes stutter. And when I do stutter, it's only because my brain is trying to catch up with the rest of me.
Thinking too fast.
Yeah. So with my ADD and my ADHD, I'm thinking faster than my brain is actually allowing me to say the words, which is why every once in a while, funny thing is I don't care if someone makes fun of me, because I make fun of myself when I stutter. I'll stop and I'll start stuttering, and then I'll be like, so I do it to myself all the time. So it's not anything. When someone says, "Oh no, but you're gonna hurt my feelings," please call me stupid if I act stupid, because I know I am.
I'll keep that in mind.
Yeah. See, I don't mind it. I don't believe in anything offending me very easily. I'm very thick-skinned. I can take it. Give it to me. I can take it.
Oh, getting me excited again.
We need to experience this lots of talking stuff. So when you guys aren't gaming or streaming, what else do you do? Like, what other hobbies do you have? Or just
watching
what do you do
Squid Game.
in general?
Watching Squid Game.
Apparently that's
Why
quite
is
good.
everyone so into that?
It's so good. I don't want to oversell it, but it's a great show.
Apparently, I've heard so many people have told me. I mean, there's a couple of YouTube channels that I watch. No, I will not mention their names because none of your fucking business.
What's it about?
But apparently, it's quite good. All of these guys have said that it's actually a really good show.
Yeah, so it's kind of like Battle Royale meets Takeshi's Castle, if you know those.
Yeah.
But it's not real. That's all I do know. It's a proper show. Before you, because Kez hasn't seen any of the trailers yet either.
No, I haven't.
People die. But it's
Yeah, go in blind. That's probably the best way to experience it for sure. So
You
I
watch
won't
the
say
trailer.
too much about it.
Yeah. Watch the trailer.
But I said to Snow before this, I was like, I'm definitely gonna bring up Squid Game at least once in
Oh
this.
yeah, no, dude, go for it. Honestly, I don't
I need
mind
people to watch it.
anyone who watches it. Hit that thumbs up, man. I mean, you know what? Definitely, if you watch it and you love it, hit the thumbs up button. And if you don't you dare touch that thumbs down button. He's got a gun.
Yeah.
He's got a gun.
I got a gun and I'll shoot.
And
But
he'll
if you
use
hit
it.
the thumbs up, you'll be worthy. Oh.
There you go. Right, but if you're even thinking of hitting that thumbs down button, you can go jump in the coldest lake here in Scotland.
No, it's fine.
Smash that downvote button. Smash it because he told you not to.
Yeah. Tell you what. If you hit that thumbs up button, I'll invite you to come swim with me in Loch Ness.
Okay,
If
well,
I
you're
should be
doing that by
threatened by
yourself.
that or not.
Yeah. Okay. You know, the thing is, I don't know who it is when they push the like button. So it's fine because
Yeah.
I'm not swimming in that lake. They've got eels in that lake. I'm not swimming in that lake.
But in
Damn
general,
eels.
I don't think it's a good thing
Big
to swim
ones.
here because it's so cold all the time. Well, 90% of the time.
Dude, it's so cold that you know when they say that, it actually goes up into your body.
Yeah.
Yeah, it actually goes up into your body if your toes touch the water.
Oh.
You don't even
Makes
have to go waist deep, dude. You just have to put your toes in the water and okay, I'm gonna say it properly. Your dick goes into your body.
Oh. Dang.
It's that bad. It is that cold. I've literally walked out here. I walked out here this morning and I was like, it's pretty cold today.
But also, he doesn't have any hair on his head, so it kind of doesn't help.
Oh, but does the carpet match the drapes? No, it isn't. Don't answer that.
I don't think you'd want to know that, dude.
I'm sorry.
Kids could answer that best anyway.
I plead the fifth.
Good answer. Good answer.
Exactly.
But yeah, other than like watching Netflix and stuff, we play board games a lot.
Nah.
We
Yeah,
go
especially
Funko
during
Pop
lockdown.
hunting.
We have too many
Funko
Funkos.
Pops. Yeah, no, we've got literally at the moment here in Scotland we have a whole 2.
Oh,
Okay.
you gotta pump those numbers up.
No.
Yeah.
I bet they're
ones
the
we have-
bestest ones. Mine's too far away. I can't reach it.
Oh, Guild Wars 2,
Oh,
nice.
nice.
Mine's too far away. I can't get it.
Kez has got the
Oh,
Ori
no.
one.
I've got a
Oh,
ring.
nice. So you guys are Guild Wars fans?
Nice.
Yeah, big Guild Wars fans.
Oh, you're gonna play the
That's
new
cool.
expansion?
As soon as
Of
it comes
course.
out.
Hell yeah, that's one to stream for
Haven't even
sure.
finished.
Yeah.
Haven't even finished the Living World yet, though. So
No, we're getting there.
Oh, yeah, there's
Good
so much
lord.
content.
there's so much, dude. I can't even get all the mounts. There's so many mounts. Like I want that flying one, but
Sky scale.
Sky scale, yes, that's it.
Oh.
But God, they're so fucking difficult to get. The amount of money you
Yeah.
have to spend, and I keep giving Kez money because she always
Yeah.
wants
I
something.
like
She's like,
pretty things.
"Oh,
I see
that's
something in the. I'll see something in the trading store. I'm like, ooh, I want it. It's so pretty.
yeah, and
Play better
then,
when-
and then she's
when
like,
you have
oh, but I
pretty
don't have
things."
enough gold. And I'm like, how much do you need? And she's like, it's only 50 gold, or it's only 100 gold. It's like, yeah, it's only 100 of my gold. Because I'm always
It's
the one
our
giving
gold.
it to her. Yeah. I'm always giving her the gold. So she must be so lucky that, and that's why I can never get mounts. Is because she always does that. And she's like, yeah, I don't have enough money to get a mount. It's like, neither do I. You took all my money.
But then you grind. That is one game I don't mind grinding in because they make the grinding fun.
Yeah,
Yeah,
actually they
yeah.
do. Except maybe playing fractals with arseholes.
Yeah, I don't like the
thank-
fractal.
Thankfully, I've got my brother. My brother plays fractals with us, so it's fine, and he's exceptionally good at Guild Wars. So I jam fractals with him and my sister-in-law, Kez, myself, and my aunt actually plays as well. So
Oh,
jam with her too.
That's fun.
Yeah.
nice.
Like a whole
I've been trying to
family
get
affair.
Snow into Guild Wars, but we're more like
Yeah,
Elder
we
Scrolls
tried
Online.
A while ago.
Like, Elder Scrolls
we tried
Online's not
a long
bad.
time ago.
Yeah. Well, Elder Scrolls Online's not bad.
Yeah.
We tried Fallout 76 because we get it for free on Game Pass,
But it didn't work.
but it didn't work. So it just shows you how crappy the game is. It still doesn't
Ooh,
work.
Snow, if you play Guild Wars, we'll play Elder Scrolls with you. How's
Yeah,
that?
how's that? We'll
Oh,
buy.
okay.
You play Guild Wars with us, and we'll play Elder Scrolls with you guys. But then we'll have to buy all the expansions and shit like that. But we'll do it.
But
Yeah,
I don't
just
even have all the
download, like-
expansions.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if we're gonna go in, we're going in a whole hog. That's how I believe it works. Go in, you go in the
Okay.
whole hog. We've got the game already. It's just the expansions. I know I've got Elder Scrolls on Steam somewhere.
It's just so big to download, it's
It
crazy.
is.
Yeah, it's huge.
fucking huge now. To be honest, it's still not as big as
Conan.
Conan
Yeah.
or Elder Scrolls. I'm not Elder Scrolls. Fuck it, I'm looking at Elder Scrolls. That's why I said that. Or Atlas or Ark. Those three
Yeah.
games, 130 fucking gigs. I mean, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, Call of
It's
Duty's
huge.
like 146 now or something.
Yeah,
No,
it's
it's
crazy.
insane. And there's also GTA. For some odd fucking reason, that game is huge. Yeah.
GTA is amazing. You can't hate on GTA.
I hate on the fact that GTA 6 is still not out, and that they're
I mean, yeah,
releasing-
sure, that's acceptable.
and they're going full fucking Skyrim on the whole thing and making another version for PS5. You know what, guys? Make 6. Put your GTA
Yeah.
online and just like port it over to 6, and then sell it with GTA 6. That's all you have to do. People
I mean, it
will
must
buy
take a lot of work. It's a crazy game. There's a lot of effort that goes into those games, so
there
it must
is.
take a while.
I don't fault them the amount of time that it takes for them to actually just get one of these games going.
But in the amount of time that they've had to make something, they could
They
have
could have
made
made
something
6.
by now.
Yeah,
And also,
that's true.
they've got different departments because the main department, I believe, is up in Edinburgh, and they're the ones
Yeah,
who
there's a
actually did.
Rockstar office somewhere over
No,
there.
the head office is in Edinburgh,
Somewhere.
and they're the ones who are actually responsible for designing the base games, like the big games like GTA and Red Dead and all of that. Now it's up in Edinburgh, so maybe I should take a drive up to Edinburgh one day and just like go to the office and say, "Hey, come! What's this bullshit? Make 6 already, come!"
Banned for life.
Yeah.
No, I'll do it as a joke though. I'll do it as a joke.
No, yeah.
I don't fault Rockstar their design. I just think it's a stupid idea to now release GTA 5 on PS5 as well, as a brand new game to sell. It's like, look, I'm sorry, but you know what? You are not Bethesda. Don't act like Bethesda. It's as simple as
Their
that.
office is 1 hour and 9 minutes away from us.
in Edinburgh.
Road
Or
trip.
Was that Glasgow? No, Glasgow's only half an hour away from us, though. We work in Glasgow.
Well, now I know where to find you. If we ever have problems, I know where you live.
Glasgow's very big, bro.
It's close to Holyrood Park.
Oh shit! Yeah, that's close to the Parliament.
Yeah,
We
there's
actually
a
walked
palace
past
of
it a few times.
There's a palace of Holyrood House close to it.
We walked past it a few times, actually.
No, we would have seen it. There's like a huge Red Dead sign outside. We would have seen it.
No, I'm talking about Holyrood Palace.
Park.
Yes, we've walked past that bridge that we crossed over that they were doing construction on. And I said, that's Holyrood on the right. That's Holyrood. Yeah, no, trying to point out stupid things that I know.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know if you can see that.
Very small. The reflection doesn't help.
We can always just take a drive to Rockstar and give them shit, but then who knows? Then I'll just play it at 5M. It's fine. They're gonna play that game. I'll just play 5M. Just ban me from the game. It's fine. I'll play 5M. Try and ban me from that.
Yeah, we wanted to try out GTA RP one time, but we never ended up doing it.
It's I tried a couple of maps, and then I decided now I'm gonna actually play RP with I don't know if you know the Two Idiots streaming.
No.
Well, they're actually the captain and the captain and the vice captain of our starship, our chapter of the Starfleet International thing. So we're Trekkies, obviously. But
damn, we're gonna have problems.
Star Wars.
Maybe a few years ago I would have jumped on this bandwagon, but I'm gonna pass.
The cuteness wins everything.
But nonetheless, they have their own server. So I've jumped on their server, and unfortunately there's just not enough people on that server at the moment. But it'll be quite fun once we actually get into it, the whole RP thing. Once we actually all get into it, because I'm going to be a police officer with them. Screw around.
Nice.
It looks pretty fun. It's very entertaining to watch.
Yeah, I'm sure it's going to be quite interesting to watch once we actually get into it. Kiz will never play it though. She hates GTA, so that's never going to happen.
But why? If I may ask.
I don't know. I just don't.
Oh,
I don't. It's hard to explain. It's just one of those games where I've seen Ziv play it. I've seen a few other people play it, and I just I don't see myself playing it. It's not that I hate it. It's just not really for me.
Fucking lies. You hate it.
I don't hate it. I just don't like it, and it's not for me. So I don't play it.
Yeah, it's not for everybody for sure.
It definitely isn't. No, it's Excuse me.
That damn yawn.
It's my.
Are we boring you? Are we boring you?
Yes, you're boring me. It's that infectious yawn. It's the infectious yawn that everyone loves.
You said that you wanted to bring up Squid Games during the podcast. Was there anything else that you guys wanted to bring up?
PC Simulator's coming for free!
Really? You have it!
I don't!
He's gonna have a second copy now.
No, I don't have it at all. But PC Building Simulator is coming on to Epic.
You have a PC one because you played it on stream, and one of the developer was with you.
That's PC Repair Simulator. It's a different game. That's to teach people how to actually work properly on computers. This one here is just to screw around and build gaming PCs.
Anyway.
It's coming to Epic for free. Anyway, so kids are asking a question before I rudely interrupted.
Yeah, how dare you?
I was just asking if you had any other topics or things that you guys wanted to bring up. We're always open to it.
Snow.
If it's about Star Trek, I hate Picard.
Oh.
No, I think Kaiser just really wanted to mention
Hello, police.
because we binged it like the last 2 days.
Have you guys seen Final Space?
I've watched the first episode.
It's really funny.
Yeah, it's a cool show. I don't know why I didn't continue.
What's it about?
It's a cartoon
Final
about
space.
It's about going into final space. I won't spoil anything, but it's really funny. The characters are like really randomly out there and stuff, and there's cookies, so you gotta watch because of the cookies.
Yeah.
But it's definitely, the first episode was a bit like, but then after that you kind of get into it, and Mooncake is just really cute when you see Mooncake.
Oh yeah, Mooncake's adorable.
I love Mooncake. But it's definitely something worth watching as well.
Yeah, now we need a new show to binge, so maybe we'll pick that one up.
Don't watch Picard. Don't hurt yourself with that show. It's not Star Trek. It's like watching Discovery.
I don't know if you watched Red Letter Media. They're a YouTube channel. I don't know. I'm just shouting out Red Letter Media over here. But they're also big Star Trek fans, and they weren't a fan of Picard either.
I don't like Discovery. I don't like Picard. It's not Star Trek. That never was Star Trek to me. I've actually started veering away from watching Star Trek because of those two shows. So now my ultimates are The Expanse. Gotta be The Expanse. That's a damn good show. And what's the other one which I want to start watching? It's it's a comedy one, but it's more like Star Trek than the other ones were.
The Orville.
The Orville. Yes.
Yeah, that's a good show.
I want to start watching that because apparently it's more like Star Trek, is supposed to be than any other show at the moment. So those are the two shows that I actually am keen on watching. But there was the reason why I actually liked The Expanse, though. There was a game that's similar to it. A space sim that's similar to it. I was playing it the other.
Star Citizen.
Star Citizen, yes. It's actually, you know what? For all its flaws, it's not a bad game. And for how the developers have been wasting their time trying to actually get the game out, it's actually not a bad game. I actually really do enjoy it. It takes a bit of time to get used to the controls and shit like that, but once you're used to it, you fly in space and you have to actually lead your target. Otherwise, those bullets just go right past them.
Yeah.
No,
so you guys are big into your space stuff?
I am. Kiz also still doesn't like them.
What do you like, Kiz?
That's a good question.
Space simulators. Nothing.
She doesn't know anymore.
I don't know anymore.
She might play.
Have you guys seen The Boys? If you're into superhero stuff, that's a good show.
I've seen The Boys, but I'm not very interested in it.
I think we watched the first episode.
Yeah, I'm not keen on it, to be honest.
Yeah, no.
Or is it too violent?
No. I don't mind the violence part of it. Neither of us mind the violence part of it. It
didn't catch us
with me. I'm sick of superhero things now. I got sick of it after Marvel just kept rinsing and repeating all the fucking movies over and over and over and over again. So I was like, no, I can't do this anymore. So I was just like, nope. Superhero movies that way, superhero anything that way. I've got my classics, I've got my favorites. I'll leave it at that. So yeah.
Okay. Snow and I are big into superhero stuff.
I've stopped though. It's just
it's a bit saturated.
Exactly. The market is very saturated. I've started moving on to more watching manga, anime, and reading manga comics now as well, because Marvel comics just suck, and DC started getting worse. I haven't. The stories are no longer intriguing to me, if that makes any sense. I just, there's nothing that catches my eye. The stories just don't catch my eye. It's too much talky, no more flap thwap kind of stuff going on. I liked that when I was a kid.
You like the camp stuff, yeah.
Yeah, I used to love watching that kind of shit. To sit there
Batman
and watch,
Robin.
Yeah, you watch Batman being hung upside down by a scarecrow because he's been captured by a scarecrow while Robin is trying to actually save his life and things like that, while he's busy mentally torturing Robin. That was awesome. I used to love that kind of shit. Now it's just like it's not even, for me, it's not even good enough to read on the toilet. So
you know what's a good superhero movie, and it's not movie but TV series, and it's not even a superhero thing, is Buffy.
Buffy is good.
Oh, Buffy, yeah, with Sarah Michelle Gellar.
Yeah, you want to go back to the classics. Buffy is good.
Buffy's super good.
Yeah, Buffy's epic. There's also,
and
I love
she's kind of
classics.
a superhero.
She is a superhero.
Yeah, she kicks ass.
Exactly.
Buffy's awesome.
Exactly.
It's like Xena.
I've seen
Xena's
it.
also really cool.
Yeah,
Oh, you haven't seen it, Snow?
Xena
No.
or Buffy?
Oh, we're watching that next.
Yeah, you gotta
Yes.
watch that. You gotta watch that next, definitely. Kez is a huge fan of Buffy.
I am.
Absolutely
I
huge
grew
fan
up
of
on Buffy. I loved Buffy.
Oh, nice. Did you see the spin-off Angel?
Yes,
Yes.
I even
Back
watched
in
the
the day, yeah.
spin-off
Watch
Angel.
Angel.
Even I used to watch Angel, and that was when I was younger as well. So
It was
definitely
the
a show to
Sunday.
watch.
So when Zip and I started dating, I used to live in Randfontein, and he used to live in Joburg. So he would come to visit us on the
Phantom.
weekend sometime. And every Sunday before he went back home, we used to all sit together and watch Angel.
Oh, nice. Yeah, those were good
Yeah.
shows back in those days. I enjoyed those shows the most.
Yeah, it wasn't even
They
back
had
in
something
those
to them.
days. That was because you had it on DSTV at that point.
Yeah, it
wasn't
was on DSTV
Oh,
at the
true,
time.
true.
it? Yeah. Even DSTV still had some decent stuff going on.
There was also, have you seen the Buffy movie? The movie before the show? It's a different actress.
Oh yes, I didn't like that.
I didn't
though.
see that.
I wasn't a big fan
Oh.
of that. It was too. It felt too called in. If that makes any sense.
Oh, no.
I just they didn't feel like they were doing their best to actually bring out the character of Buffy. I don't know why, but I just didn't feel like they were doing their best to bring her out in the movie. I thought that Sarah Michelle Gellar played the part much better and actually gave Buffy that personality that she needed. So I never really liked the one from the movie, the movie though. To be honest, it wasn't my favorite.
Kids, you should watch it anyway. 'Cause
Yeah.
It's actually a fun movie.
Look, it brings a good story into it, doesn't it? It brings the rest of the story into it. So
It's just like a fun watch, you know. It's sometimes it's nice to shut off and watch just something fun.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's what we're doing now. We're watching Most Haunted.
Oh, is that good?
It's really funny because
Yeah.
these people are terrible at ghost hunting.
Like some of the stuff makes you think, but the rest of the stuff, like there was this guy, the one where they were in some other, I don't even remember where, but the guy went off, the producer went off on his own thing, and he went to go into some other torture chamber type of thing, and there was this plastic crate on a table, and he's filming around, and then all of a sudden you just see the side of the crate move, but you can't see his hands, and it's not focused on the crate. He's like, oh my god, that moved.
So yeah, you moved it, dickhead.
It's always the case with these shows. There's one, I can't remember the name, but the guy, he tries to act tough with the ghost. And it just comes across a little
What's that
cringe.
called? Ghost.
Oh, I can't remember.
It was like Ghost. It wasn't Ghost Hunters. It was Ghost Explorers or something like that.
Something like that.
And it always starts with, "I never used to believe in ghosts until I came face to face with one." It's like, no, you didn't. Don't lie.
I came face to face with the potential money investments.
Yeah, exactly. So
Yeah. Snow, you watch Lucifer. You think that's a pretty good show?
Yeah,
Not
I think I
enjoying
saw the
six,
first few seasons.
yeah, I'm not enjoying 6.
Oh.
I have to
Is
admit, it's shit.
Have you seen 6 now?
No, I haven't.
I'm not gonna ruin it
I
for
think
you
I
then.
saw the first episode, but I stopped after that.
Yeah, no, you know what? I think when it got to 4, they should have stopped because 4 was pretty good. At the end of 4, that
Yeah.
was a good way to end to end Lucifer. 5 and 6 just they weren't good.
Yeah, it's like they're dragging it out.
Yeah, they're dragging it out just to try and get more money.
Milk it
and
as long as they can.
I'm not a big fan of 5 and 6. I mean, 5 was still all right, but just it didn't feel right. Something didn't feel right about the show, so I was like, no, I'm not a big fan of 5 and 6.
Yeah.
We're watching 6 at the moment. We're trying, well, at least we're trying to get through it, but
We're on the we just finished the 2nd episode, I think.
2nd or 3rd. But I'm holding back the vomits, so because it's that bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Blade Trinity bad.
But how cool is it that Mazikeen speaks Afrikaans for the demon language? I think that's pretty. I think that's pretty epic.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
it
also
is.
Mazikeen has become really irritating. I don't know
Really?
why.
Is it because he's Afrikaans now? Are you saying something about Afrikaans?
Luister hier, ek sal jou doodbliksem. No, got nothing to do with Afrikaans. It's just the character. The character is really
Yeah.
annoying now. She's not as fun as she was in season 4. She's all like mopey and emo. You know, it's like literally watching an emo develop in front of your eyes. You're like, ugh!
Yeah.
Why don't you go and drink your coffee somewhere else?
Like a little kid having a tantrum, basically.
Essentially, it's not great. I'm not a huge fan. But then, you know, I mean, I like movies. Like, I'm not going to joke when I say my favorite superhero comic when I was young was actually Blade.
Blade's a badass.
Before the movie even came out, I used to read the Blade comics. And then there was Spawn as well. Two of my favorites were Spawn and Blade.
Spawn's great.
Yeah, from Image and from Marvel, funny enough. That was when Marvel was still making good comics.
And bad movies.
Good comics and bad movies, because Blade 2 and Blade Trinity were fucking terrible. I've still got all
Blade
three.
1 was awesome.
Exactly.
I love that movie.
Yeah. and
Wesley
I've still got
Snipes
all
is
three.
Blade.
Yeah, no one else can, and no one will change my mind about that. Wesley Snipes is and always will be Blade.
And a lot of people forget it was also one of the first like major Marvel films, wasn't it?
It was.
I mean, it wasn't
actually.
in the MCU, but yeah.
It wasn't. It
People
wasn't the
forget about
MCU,
Blade.
but it was one of the biggest, the one of the top selling Marvel movies at the time, because Spider-Man hadn't even come out yet, and that was supposed to be one of the top sellers as well. But that only came out later. But Blade was definitely one of the top sellers, and then Blade 2 came out and it was like, bleh. And then Blade 3 came out and it was like, oh! But because I like Blade so much, I actually still have all three movies. Because,
Oh, nice.
Because you know what? As bad as the movies were,
Wesley Snipes is badass.
Wesley
He's too
Snipes
badass.
is a badass.
He's amazing.
So
Yeah.
and I've actually, I believe he's in the Expendables as well.
Yeah, Expendables 2.
Yeah. I've
Yeah.
got to see that. I've only seen Expendables 1. Apparently he's in 2 as well. I was like, oh, I've got to watch that.
Yeah, they're not amazing movies, but it's great to see all like the action heroes together again.
Yeah, it's
in
good
one
to see the
movie.
old action heroes. I mean, even Arnie.
Come on.
Come on! Like half the time you don't know what the hell he's saying, but he said it. And he said it with meaning.
Yeah.
That's just how it goes. But yeah, that's my. I mean, I'm old, guys. You must know. Actually, Toast made fun of me yesterday for that one. It sends me a WhatsApp with this thing of Obi-Wan Kenobi, and it says, "So, do you actually know anyone over 30 who plays games?" Yes, I am one. You know when he says yes, I am that person. When Obi-Wan says that in the first Star Wars, it was the first Star Wars when Luke found him. He sends me that. I'm like, you asshole! Fuck you!
It's that Matt Damon meme where he just ages.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm not young. I know
So
I'm
for
old.
context, also Toast is our editor, so that's that.
Oh, nice.
He gives
Hello,
us
Toast.
shit.
Hello.
Yeah, so he's the one listening to you two right now and listeling to me.
Oh, hello.
shit about him.
You didn't even introduce us. Nah, I
Sorry.
feel bad.
Sorry.
I'm sorry, Toast.
Well, if you've watched any of our streams, you'll have seen him on them, on the Twitch side of things. You'll have heard him.
He has the
Yeah.
big booming
Yeah,
voice.
he's got the deep booming voice.
He has a Twitch as well, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does.
He does, yes. King Evil Toast.
Yeah.
Where he
Yeah,
plays
yeah.
Dark Souls and dies.
Yeah,
Oh,
where he
yeah.
says he's a what's it? A
Dark Souls veteran.
veteran, but he dies so much.
I mean, dying is the main game mechanic in Dark Souls, so
Yes.
that's okay.
Dark Souls is about dying. It's like playing Bloodborne.
And dying and
You've gotta
dying
die.
and dying and
Yeah.
dying.
Throwing the
These-
controller and
One more
turning it
time.
off, and then coming back 5 minutes later to do it
Just
all
to
again.
do it again, yeah. But you know, here's the funny thing. If you don't die in Bloodborne, you don't get your fucking weapons.
Yeah, in the beginning.
that's
You start the
interesting.
game, you
It's
come across
really
a werewolf.
confusing.
You can survive that werewolf. You
You can, but it's
you can
very
actually
hard.
you can fight that werewolf and survive the werewolf and still carry on with the story. But you won't get your weapons unless you die.
The point is to go in, fight the werewolf, and die.
Yeah, and then you get your weapons. And then you go back, because you go into the Hunter's Dream when you die. So with Bloodborne, you never really die. It's sort of like Dark Souls, where you never really die. You just go into the ghost format, or the ghost thing, whatever it is. I don't know Dark Souls yet. I haven't played it. I've only just got we only got the game. I think one was just installed on the PlayStation. It's not ready to be played yet. But same concept, you know. You die, you go to the hunter's dream, then you spend your points. Well, you don't, because you lose all your blood tokens if you die. So you can't really do that. Or what are they called? Blood something or others.
I don't know.
Nonetheless,
Just blood.
it's just blood. But yeah, so you die. You get your weapons for the first time, and then you go back. You can kill the werewolf with your weapons. I prefer fast weapons, so I'm always the fast kind of person. I like to just swish. The more hits, the more damage. So more damage per second is how I see it. That's just my opinion. And then so it was definitely Bloodborne was definitely one of those games where you have to die first before you do anything. But then once you come out, you get used to it, and you die more, and you die more, and you die more, and you die more, and you die more. And then eventually you beat the game.
die less.
You get better at the game, you start dying less.
Yeah.
Yes, it's like playing Kingdom Come. I got really
Oh,
PO'd
yeah,
with
or
Kingdom Come yesterday.
or Hollow Knight. I've been playing that recently. That's actually quite hard. It's a lot of dying.
Yeah, it was. I
really
actually
frustrates chat sometimes.
see. This is why I don't play. This is why I don't play this game, or why I wouldn't play Kingdom Come on stream, because
No.
I get very irritated, because you know when I get outnumbered, I cannot beat these turds when they outnumber me, and my sword skill is now really high, and I'm still getting my ass handed to me. Because you can't beat someone if you got like 10 people coming at you. You're one person. They're all hitting you at the same time. It's like, what? How is that fair?
Yeah.
So yeah, but I've learned a technique now where I was just like run backwards and swish as I run backwards.
Swish.
Eventually they die, you know. And then a couple will cower and run away, and then I'll chase after them and stab them. And then when they're lying on the ground, I take my sword and I start stabbing their ass with it.
You gotta stab them when they're down. That's the
yeah.
best way.
It's because I'm an asshole, so I start stabbing their ass with it. I'm like, how you like this sword, huh? Huh? I'm fucking you with my sword.
I've walked in a couple of times hearing that, and you just turn around and you walk away again.
Yeah, because I'm
it's like,
I'm sitting there talking to the dude, and I'm busy stabbing him in the ass with my sword, saying, I'm fucking you. How do you like that? I'm fucking you with my sword.
And I'm in the lounge busy playing on the PlayStation, and I hear this, and I'm like, okay, no, it's okay.
She's like, I want a
Having
divorce.
moment.
Yeah, so it's how I am. But yeah, I died yesterday, and I lost everything that I just picked up. And I just picked up a really powerful sword as well, and I lost it, so I was very annoyed. So I stopped
It's
playing.
when you pick up a beer and you walk away.
Well, I picked up my whiskey and I walked away. Well, sort of. I changed games. I was close. I was very close to uninstalling.
I actually heard him like, I'm gonna uninstall, and then what you gonna do?
No,
Like
and
this
then I
whole
said-
conversation of.
And then I said, I'm gonna find the God mode cheat and I'm gonna fuck you with God mode. Then what? Because it's me.
Do you guys ever get that angry?
Not really, no.
Yeah.
I mean,
don't know,
we
I
joke
got-
about it, but we don't
Yeah.
really get angry.
I think making jokes about it helps for sure.
Yeah, I get PO'd. I do. I'm not gonna lie. I get PO'd. So
To
I
the
try
point
to.
where he's thrown PlayStation controllers and stuff like that.
Would you know they're expensive? You don't throw those things.
not
They
that
cost
much,
money.
No, they're not that much. Yeah, it's fine.
Oh. Yeah, I don't know. I got super irritated in Little Nightmares 2. I think it was yesterday. But chat at least helped calm me down for a bit. we just took a moment to chill, and we got back into it, and it was fine.
You're lucky. You're lucky your chat does that. My chat wants me to get pissed off. When I was playing Crash Bandicoot, when I was still playing on PlayStation, yes, they were like, "Oh, come on, get angrier." Because you know, Crash Bandicoot can piss you off. Really.
Yeah.
So, especially Crash Bandicoot 1 with Crash Bandicoot 3 controls. Whoever thought that was a clever idea? It's like you overjump everything. You cannot actually line up perfectly and stop like you're supposed to. You overjump everything. Ugh.
So do
The
you
true
guys?
platform away. Oh, sorry, Kiss.
No, it's fine. Do you guys have any advice for any other couples out there that would want to start streaming or doing content creation together? Like tips and hints that you have found that have helped you that could possibly help someone in the future?
I think because we stream with each other a lot, but we also do collabs, and I think that also breaks it as well, like having other people and other friends who do it that we can also interact with.
Yeah, for sure. I don't know, don't do it, guys. We're the only ones. We're the only ones. No, I think, if you want to give it a try, like, hit it up. Why not? You never know till you do it, I guess. It really tests the relationship out. See if it breaks. See if you can destroy it. Or not, maybe you're successful.
You know what I've always said, and I'm not actually going to lie about this one. You know what I've always said? If you cannot spend 24/7 with your significant other, you are definitely not meant for each other. Truth of the matter is if you have to be away from your partner, if you actually have to be away from them because they're starting to irritate you, then you are not meant for each other. Because the true test of a relationship is if you can actually stand by your partner through thick and thin, no matter how annoyed you get, and you can still say, I love this person. She irritates me,
I want to
but
kill
I love
him,
her.
and he wants to kill me.
Yeah?
There are those days.
There
Because
are
if there
days.
aren't those days, then there's also a problem.
But if you can stand
Yeah.
by your partner and you can say, I get really annoyed. There are times when she irritates the shit out of me, but I love her and I will always love her. Then you know that you're fine. Then you know that your relationship is strong enough. Because if you can actually, it's always been like that for me. Because you know what? Kez and I literally spend 24 hours a day with each other. Yeah, okay, wait. 24 hours, I'd say sometimes about half an hour not, because I'll drive one of the cats to the vet, or I'll go and get something from the shops or something. But you get the idea. We spend all our time together, and we've never once... We've had fights. Obviously, everyone does. We have arguments. Everyone does. We get annoyed with each other. Everyone does. But we haven't once said, I'm going to leave you because I don't want to be around you anymore because of this whole being stuck with you for the entire day. We've got nothing left to talk about. No, we've got plenty to talk about.
But it's not just that. It's also we have friends who shall remain nameless that they've been together for a while, and then the one plays games, or they both play games, and then they get really annoyed with each other, and it leads to really bad fights, and them most of the time breaking up or causing a lot of problems in their relationship, because then it becomes, oh no, you're playing too much and not spending time with me, because then one of them will give up playing and stuff like that. I don't know if you guys have come across things like that as well.
No, but I guess it helps to have, similar hobbies for sure.
Yeah.
Like if you're two completely different types of people, you're gonna like two different types of things,
Yeah.
The world's full of like different people. Some people need space, and some people are better with other people. I guess it depends on the individual.
Yeah, no, it really is a very hard decision to. I mean, look, the whole thing is, a lot of what I've noticed today as well. In today's age is people rushing into marriage, rather than actually, just because it's convenient. It's like, no, it shouldn't be convenient. It should be for love, As convenient as it may be, you should also love that person. What's the point in being in a relationship with someone that you don't love them? I don't see the point. We've worked. I mean, Kez and I have been together 13 years now, 14 years.
Sure.
Somewhere around there.
13.
When about did you get
13
married?
years. 5 years ago. 6 years.
Oh,
ago.
hectic! Nice. Well, congratulations. It's still fairly
Can't
recent,
remember.
I guess.
I can't remember.
We started dating in 2008, and we got married in 2014. So
When about did you guys start making videos together?
2017.
Yeah, 2017.
Oh, okay, yeah. So quite a while till you guys dove into that.
Yeah, no, we did start this quite a while ago, and the thing is, we've stopped and started and stopped and started because we've been trying to find the right kind of rhythm that would actually work for us, and the right kind of the thing is, both of us are shit at editing, so we had to find an editor too, and that's where Toast comes in, because he's really good at editing. So he started editing our videos, and obviously we pay him. It's not like he does it for free.
Okay, you better. I'll be coming for you if you don't. I'm on your side with this Toast as a fellow editor.
Yeah, well, no, of course we have to pay him. We went on a search for an editor because we both know we're not good at editing. EvilToast sent us a sampling of his videos, and it was wow.
He
We
took
were-
something that we
Nice.
did, and it was just so funny from start to end. We're like, yeah, that's him. That's it.
our editor.
That's our man. That's our
Yeah.
guy.
Because he knows
Nice,
how to make
it's
something.
nice that
funny.
it clicked so soon.
Yeah, exactly. He found the things that I didn't expect to be funny. He made them funny.
Like
So-
in one of our Sanctum videos, Ziff sneezed and Toast put like this huge explosion afterwards. I wouldn't have thought of that.
It was good.
Nice.
He finds the best situations and he makes you laugh. So that's one of the reasons why we chose him, was because he's got such great talent at actually doing that. He can find the funny things and use them to their advantage and make it funnier, which is why we decided to actually do that. And there's Numpty.
Oh,
once
is that
again.
one of the cats? Nice. Is that the
That is-
Persian?
that is the Persian, yes. As you can see, he's got his lion tail and his fur is
Oh.
growing back now.
Oh, what happened?
We got him shaved because he had lots of knots.
Oh, right. Yeah, a lot of hair must.
Yeah, no, he had, and it was also quite hot. So, you know, Persians do struggle with the heat. So we got him shaved for that as well. Gave him a nice lion cut.
Yeah, king of the jungle.
Yeah, no, and you can see that face. He is a numpty. He really is.
Oh, he's so cute.
He is, but he's so stupid sometimes. I mean, I've got this.
He's
laser.
right there. He's right there.
He knows,
He's
he
gonna
knows
hear you.
he's stupid.
He knows he's a dummy.
I don't
He
think he's
owns
stupid.
it.
It's okay.
Yeah, he owns his stupidity. But he's the cutest cat. He really is.
Oh.
The most lovable.
He
as well.
he meows like Jim Carrey. One of these days, he does that. And I said one of these days we're gonna record it and then tag Jim Carrey in it and say, "See how cat's trying to be you."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because he really
That's
is.
really
He actually does that. All I can picture is Jim Carrey from The Cable Guy. That's all I can picture. Oh my god, he was funny in that. Jeez, like. You know,
Yeah,
I
it's
know,
quite a divisive film. A
Yeah,
lot
I
of
know,
people
I don't
don't
know why
like it. A
people
lot of
hate
people
it.
like it.
Yeah, I don't know why people hate it so much. I thought it was funny. It was dark humor, and I
Yeah.
think it's people who don't understand the humor actually didn't like it. But I understood the humor behind it, which is why I laughed at it. Because, I mean, come on, I watch things like Blackadder and Monty Python. Of course, I'm gonna
Oh
understand.
yeah.
Of course, I'm gonna understand the Cable Guy. You know, and I'm pretty sure that's where they were trying to go with the comedy. Was they were trying to actually make it more British or more Monty Python-y, if you can call it that. And they managed it because of the way the audience is so divided on it. I thought it was brilliant. It's one of my favorite Jim Carrey movies was that one. That and of course Ace Ventura. You can't beat the slapstick comedy of Ace Ventura. Chicago.
Yeah, I don't know about that one.
I'm also not a big fan of Ace Ventura. I tried to watch it,
Yeah.
and it was like, no.
Yeah, no, I'm a big
Yeah.
fan. Chicago. I used to love it. It was really funny. This first
no.
one when he's.
I
playing
love
the
him as an
football
actor,
guy.
but Ace Ventura is the one that I'm not so sure of.
Yeah, he's kind of like Nicolas Cage. You know, it's a mixed bag. You never know what you're gonna get.
Stop committing crimes, you asshole! That was from Liar Liar. That was also a good movie.
Yeah,
enjoyed
I
that
liked
one.
Me, Myself, and Irene. That was a funny one.
It was, yes. No, he really is a very well-rounded actor. He does play some good parts. I still want to see Sonic though. I want to see what he's like in Sonic. Apparently,
Oh, he's like old school Jim Carrey. Yeah,
Was
it's
he?
nice to see.
Oh,
Yeah,
nice.
it's good to see.
Nice. I hope the second one's going to be as good. Apparently, they're looking at the second one now as well.
It's
Yeah, I'm
about
hoping-
that time.
Hey,
It's about that time.
it's about that time.
Oh. Oh no.
Well, they don't know why I'm crying.
Nice. Well, thank you so much for having us, guys. This
Thank
is a
you.
lot of fun.
Wait,
You
wait.
can't just run away. Holy crap!
Oh,
What's this bullshit?
I'm calling my agent. I'm done here. Call the jets. I need to leave.
Right, fine. Make your screen blank. You don't get plugged. Simple as that. Then you guys can just like.
No.
I'm sulky.
Oh,
That's not a sulky face. That's a pouty face.
Whatever.
I thought
Same
you were
fucking
talking
thing.
to your neighbor upstairs.
I also thought so.
Well. Anyway, so yes, guys, we need you to plug your channels.
Where can we find you guys?
Ladies first.
Twitch channels.
You can find us on Twitch
I'm gonna-
and Instagram. I'm on Twitter. I think Snow's on TikTok. I'm not sure.
No. I just Twitch and Insta.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're Instagram. So it's Kaizo_Pengu and Azure_Snow, but the O is a 0.
Yeah.
And you can find us there.
So it's actually not Snow, it's 0.
Yeah, the O was taken, unfortunately.
Yeah. Would you be there or be square?
Well, exactly. That's why I've got the best nickname in the world. Ain't no one taking mine. Mine is Ziff Diffie.
Oh, what does that mean?
Nothing. It's just a nickname.
Oh.
It's just
Okay.
named after one of our cats because his name's
Oh.
Gandalf, and it sort of mutated into Ziff Diffie, and I was like, well, that's my nickname from now on. That's my alias. It's Ziff Diffie from now on. So
Okay, nice.
everyone knows me as Ziff Diffie. Or Ziffers Differs as it is on Twitch. So, yeah, but that's only when I'm watching other people.
Oh, what is this? I thought you don't use Twitch. This is conspiracies.
I know, I watch.
He
I
sneakily
watch.
watches people.
I watch my friends, especially like when I'm trying to help them get to affiliate. I nudge, wink, wink, toast.
Oh,
Remember, I
threw him
watch
under the
you.
bus there.
No,
Hashtag toast for affiliate.
hashtag. If you screw around with me and insult me about my age again, I'm not gonna watch you anymore, bitch.
Dun dun dun.
Is
I'm
Toast
obviously
not affiliate
joking.
yet? I'll give
we're
him a follow.
We're trying to get him there, so.
Got
I
you,
think I follow
Toast.
him already.
He's King Evil Toast.
Yeah, it's King EvilToast. We're trying to get into affiliates, so I've been watching him Tuesdays and Thursdays.
Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays.
Yeah, he's normally live at night on
nice.
Saturdays as well. I think I'm gonna watch him tonight as well, just so I
Okay.
can give him a few more hours of.
He
Nutty!
really wants to. He really likes you
Oh!
guys.
Oh,
He's
it's
really
so
showing
cute!
off for you.
Toast, a man of taste.
Yeah. Look at that cat! Look at that cat! Oh, it's so
Oh,
cute.
Oh,
something-
hello, cat. Come to me.
Oh, it's so cute.
Let me hug you.
If I could, I would, but I'm only on a screen. So bye.
You know, I'll hug the screen anyway.
So anyway, yeah, that's where we can find you guys. On Twitch, it's obviously the same thing. It's also the underscore the thingies and all that. I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Cool. Angel, where does everyone find us?
So the podcast will be on Anchor, which you can get all the audio versions from, and the actual video will be on YouTube. And in general, you can just look for us on the with the lovely purple logo as the SA Geeks, and you can find us on Twitch, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, BitChute, Glimish, and Odyssey.
And you guys going hard.
So,
Yeah.
You guys going hard.
We
Nice.
just
Good
got
to
switching,
see.
like,
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're like
I'm feeling a little demasculated, but for penguins, I guess.
we're like on the ball when it comes to this. We're like news. We're like some of those news organizations. We go everywhere. Even if they try and ban us, we go everywhere.
We need one more, and then we're on 10.
And
It's
Kez,
uneven.
Kez
and it
is
bugs
OCD
me.
about
I
this.
hate it.
I keep telling her to put Odyssey on, and she keeps forgetting to.
I do. That's mine.
Maybe OnlyFans, guys. Maybe that's the next one to do. That's where all the money is.
Yeah. Who'd want to see my wrinkly ass?
No. We agreed. We agreed this a while ago. Our OnlyFans will be for cats.
Oh, hopefully not nude cats.
That's the only way they know. Anyway, yes, guys, thank you so much for joining us. It's been a wonderful, riveting conversation.
Yeah, thank you for having us.
Oh,
You're
thanks
more
for
than
having us.
welcome. Yeah, it's thanks for coming though, because last week we were all alone.
And now we have
Oh,
two
no.
new friends.
No.
Yay!
Yeah, I wouldn't go that far. No, I'm kidding.
My head
Okay,
is
fine.
bleeding.
We have two new acquaintances.
Okay.
Yes.
Good.
But
Yeah,
anyway.
thank you so much, guys.
Yes, thank you for joining us. And
Yeah,
guys,
thank you guys.
as always, remember.
Keep it.
Bye.